All right, testing now. We are testing to see if this thing works at all. Hello, hello, hello. I think I screwed something up and lost everybody. Not fun. Testing. Okay, that's not working. Let's try this again. All right. Now we have a new stream up, and I'm looking at myself. Let's pop that out. That was a massive fail. I hate YouTube. I hate their new stupid system they have set up. All right. Can I switch to dark mode? How do I do that in here? All right, it's working now. And we'll introduce the show momentarily. I'm going to let people filter back in. All right. So frustrating. All right. Hello, everybody. Most people whose names I cannot pronounce. Wow, that's a lot of entries already. All right, now we have 90 concurrent viewers. That sounds pretty good. So before we begin, we haven't had a sponsor for these live streams in quite a while, but we have one for the next 4 streams, and so that means we're going to have a stream every week. You know, sometimes I skip a week or two. And for this stream, we're going to be having Pork Bun, and you may have seen them before as a sponsor, but basically, you can come here, go to the first link in the YouTube description, which I hope is there, and you guys can gain access to a free .design domain name today. And essentially, major brands like Slack, Airbnb, Adobe, and Amazon are already using .design, so definitely check this out. It comes with a free email hosting trial, free hosting trial, free SSL security, a free site builder if you're going to actually use those things, you know, being that you're front-end developers for the most part, probably not, and free Whois privacy as well. So definitely check that out. I want to make sure that this is actually, that link is in the description, and it's not. So let me edit that link real quickly so that you guys can actually gain access to this thing. So let me go to edit, and I'm going to put this right in the top line of the description. It was there before, but you know, of course, the software screwed up and all that stuff. So I'm gonna hit save. So now you guys can refresh this, and in the YouTube description, you will gain access to the link here. All right. At least I hope you will. Let me refresh myself. It better be there. Yes, it is. It's there. I don't even think you have to refresh. Okay. All right. So today we're gonna be doing 2 things. First, throughout the, different times of the stream, I'm going to be working on a specific UI design for the upcoming DesignCourse.com relaunch. And specifically, we're going to be working on like this little page right here, the first page a person lands on after they click like join now. So it's going to show like pricing options. That's what we're going to be working on. And then also intermittently, I will be doing the live UI UX show. So for those of you who are new to this, here's how it works. And it's also outlined in the description and YouTube as well. Basically, you submit your UI design to me. You click the Discord link in the YouTube description. You come here in the negative space submission channel right here, and you submit your UI design. It could be a logo design or a graphic too. I don't care. And I will take these in the order that they're received, and I'll just review them. I'll ask the chat to review them and all of that good stuff. All right. So let's go ahead, and I guess we'll start off with an actual review here. So this is for a Discord bot. It was rushed, so the sizing may be off. All right. So it's a Figma prototype. I just spit all over everywhere. All right. Let's check this out. Maybe I hit play. I can see this sucker bigger. So, okay, my first impression, I have two things that came to mind first off the bat is, A, I like the type. This is a pretty solid design, but B, it seems quite dark and a little bit around, kind of dispersed in a way. I think that we could possibly spread things out just a little bit more so it's not all centralized to the center. Like, oh, I see DesignCourse there. Like having this little blip down here maybe pushed down a little bit further just to give this middle section, these three elements, a little bit more room to breathe. I like this. You know what I would do with these avatars? I would probably take this background color right here and give that a stroke so it has a nice white space. Although that's not like a requirement, it's just something I like. Looking at this, simple intuitive commands, all right. Not too sure about the inner glow right here. It's a very subtle inner glow, and it's darker. I would probably just change this color, this background color up slightly different than that one. And that way you can separate them out. All right, overall pretty solid. What do you guys think this person should get for a rating? 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. For me, I'm gonna say a 7.2. Yeah, 7.3, somewhere around there, maybe 7.4. Yeah, pretty solid. Where am I at? There we are. Okay. All right. Thank you for that submission. We'll do another one. Let's see here. Beast A is submitting ELC-design. I'm going to open these up off the side. Okay. Let's check this out. We got an issue here. We got a few issues. All right. So first of all, I have no clue what's happening here. So we have a logo in the center, which is kind of lost in this very, you know, it's a very busy photograph and it's not dimmed out at all. So that's kind of a no, in my opinion. We have a hamburger menu, but there's only literally 2 links and we're on desktop. Even if you're on mobile, you could I still wouldn't use a hamburger menu because you don't need to. You only have 2 links. Even on a small phone, you still have enough room to have a home and a contact button. I mean, maybe in the future, maybe he's planning on having more. I'm not sure. But we're also losing context. I don't know what's happening here. We need to have at least somewhat rough idea of what's happening here. Just having design in the URL, not good enough in my opinion. So we could better utilize this space. I mean, this would be good ad copy to have up here somewhere with a different photograph and setup. Here is a piece of what I can do. I don't know about that. All right, that's taking a little bit too long for my liking. Yeah, I would not do that because that wasn't, in my opinion, all that impressive. And plus, if you're trying to score web design clients, they're going to think, what was that? I don't need you to do that for me. I want a website for my business. So I would definitely check that out and revise that for sure. So what do you guys think this person should get for a rating? 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. It says refuse to connect. Oh no. Oh, you know what? That's their fault. That's not mine. That is the URL. Well, it's actually working for me. bunch of people are saying ones. Well, I'm going to give this one, yeah, this one for me is going to have to be around a 2. Just because of the significant issues that I mentioned. So definitely go back to the drawing board, gain inspiration by looking at other design sites and all that good stuff. By the way, what link wasn't working? Because this one right here, this thoughtleaders.io 1995, that one works for me. It takes a little while for it to load, but it did eventually load. Let me know if that's an issue. All right, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna switch to the design portion of this show where I get up. Here, let me move this over so we can see the chat. And don't worry, I know there's a couple super chats. I will get to you guys first thing after working a little bit. All right. Start your UI UX journey. I need to come up with some sort of like a price chart. And one of the first things, I don't know how I haven't designed it beforehand. This is just me working live here. I'll probably work for like 10 minutes and then switch to the reviews. I'm going to go to UI. I'm going to type UI UX price comparisons. All right, something like that. And there's nothing absolutely wrong with trying to gain some ideas and see what other people are doing for price comparisons. So there's a result for Dribbble. There's Pinterest, of course. Maybe I should just type in, tags, price comparison. So here's price comparisons. There was a real good site too before that I've seen that had a bunch of price comparisons. Trying to look at one that might stick out to me. Here's one, basic, advanced, and premium. I'm gonna need, I know I'm gonna have 2 different price points. I think to make it simple, I'm only gonna have kind of 2 of those charts. Let me check out something here. Okay. Mr. JVS, my admin, helps me with the super chats, so we'll get to those in a second. So I'm just going to design a little bit. Again, we'll get back to the reviews. I'm just so lazy that I use this time to design my projects. Isn't that horrible? All right. Okay. Actually, no, I know you guys think it's interesting just to see me work on projects that basically aren't predefined, like some might just, like all my tutorials, all the other tutorial people do it too. You know, they don't just sit there and live code on the spot. These are all those projects for the regular videos we upload. You know, we have another monitor with reference code or design just to make those video tutorials smoother. But this is just off the cuff right now. I don't know what this is going to look like. I'm just kind of getting an idea for how I want to set this up to have kind of like a pricing chart of some sort. So for those of you who are unaware, DesignCourse.com will be relaunching in several months' time. And that's going to be right here. If you go here, you can enter your email. We're collecting emails. We have about 500 so far. But basically, it's going to be relaunching DesignCourse.com. We're going to have UI tests. This is going to be a real cool interactive thing built with Vue to help you become better at UI design fundamentals, live workshops, challenges, full courses, all that good stuff. So enter your email there anyhow. And we're going to have 2 different price points. It's going to be subscription-based services. You're going to pay a low monthly fee to access, the basics of it, like all the video courses, the UI tests, the full courses. There's individual video lessons as well. But then there's going to be a premium one, like a little bit step higher, a little bit more costly, where you gain access to live workshops and also submitting projects that are going to be reviewed. All right, so those are going to be the 2 things that we kind of want to emulate here. So we're going to put in just some titles. Don't worry, we're going to get back to the... I don't know what I want to name this. It's not going to be member, but I don't want to get hung up on verbiage right here. So we're just going to call that member. I think we're going to have to come down a little bit for that. All right. And then also, maybe we'll do one here for like premium. I'll just call that premium, I guess. That's kind of stupid. I don't like that. Hold on. And I also don't really like the color at this point in time. All right. And we have to come up with an amount. Like how much is this going to cost, but also what they gain access to first and foremost. So we'll go ahead and I'm just going to put in full courses. Maybe make this a little bit larger. We'll give this regular, and we'll make this right around there. So I really want to establish that hierarchy between the title and then the individual things that they receive right here. So full courses could be 1. And again, this is very rough right now. This isn't the completed design. We're going to do UI tests. I should probably have like a little question mark next to these so that it can give them a quick explainer or even link to a video that demonstrates what these things are. I think people understand what a full course is, but I'll still put this here. Maybe something light and then just a question mark in the middle. And we'll do bold. And maybe we'll take this down a notch in opacity. We don't want it competing too much with the title next to it. All right, so let's see what that looks like. You might want to double click that, bring that up a notch. Yeah, something like that for now is good. Does it make sense to put it right there? Or just have it up a little bit? Here, let's just repeat the grid on this. All right. Ungroup it. Maybe we'll push it down a bit. All right, we will ungroup it. After I finish this part, we'll get back to the reviews real quick. I'm going to do UI tests. What else? What else do you get as just a regular member? Full courses, UI tests. I'm going to reword that. That sounds stupid. Video lessons, but you'll see what I mean. All right, for now, I'm going to delete that one. We're going to come back to this later. Let's go ahead and get back to our reviews. So, all right, RISA, Figma prototype beta POW. Okay, POOOOOW. What is happening here? Let's go ahead to I can't even find this person. JVS, why didn't you link me? You're killing me. Oh, man. I don't even know how to find that guy's submission. All right, we're going to go to Rishi Rip. R-I-S-H-I Rip. Oh, he can't find it either. Okay, good. All right, I would be sitting... Oh, wait. Hi, Gary. Hey, Gary. I would be sitting in the placements with this portfolio. I don't know what that means. I would be sitting in the placements. So can you please check the projects page in the dark mode. Tell me, would you hire me? Okay. All right. Let's check this one out. I've seen this one before. I think a bunch of times. Like 2 or 3 other different live streams, I think. Where's the dark mode? Oh, right there. All right. I would bring up the contrast of the work design process about just a bit more and not have it so gray, because it almost seems like they're like disabled. So I would bring those up, make them a little bit darker. Logo's okay. This stuff's okay. This here, this is a pretty good headline, but you know what? I don't like this big old scroll bar right here. It just seems a little bit cheap to me. So I would change that, maybe just default to the normal one, just to be ultra safe. So I would do that. Also, notice how wide the design is. It's pretty wide. I think you should take your container and push it in a little bit, because you're going all the way from here all the way to here, so you have to scan quite a bit. I would change that as well. I'm not a fan of the whole new morphism, honestly. I know I did a couple videos on it, but I would probably change that out. It just seems a little bit too much in my opinion. There's a lot of gradients all over the place here. Again, I would probably simplify things a little bit more. Outside of that, it's not bad. It's not horrible. It's definitely like not a 2 or a 3. But this looks fairly decent. Let's see here. Now, if you ask me if I would hire you, I wouldn't hire hardly anybody, just because I like to handle everything myself. So it's not a good question to ask me. But yeah, what do you guys think this person should get for a rating? 1 being the worst and 10 being the very best. Some people are saying 5, 7, 6, 8, 7, 7 or an 8. For me personally, I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 6.5. I guess I'm coming in a little bit lower than most people. I just think all of the gradients are killing it, because there's gradients everywhere. It just seems a little bit dated in that context. Plus, this bar is real big and just floppy. All right, thank you for the super chat, though. Let's do another super chat. Gymdash.io. All right, I love the gym. I'm going to be going to the gym after this live stream. So let's see. All right, the cost-effective member management system for independent gyms. All right. All right, Gym Dash. It's a pretty good name. I like the name. A little something to be desired just with this little thing right here. Like, it's just a person with a QR code. I'm not sure what. I don't know. I think it could be improved just a little bit for this whole illustration purpose. The cost-effective membership. Okay, so this is a good headline. I like to have call to actions generally in this type of context. So, for instance, like maybe a features button, and maybe the Y Gym Dash or sign up right here. It would be nice to have that like right around here. Outside of that, why choose Gym Dash? I would probably remove why choose. Yeah, I would remove that entirely. So people know that this is associated with your business right here. So I would change that just because it's unnecessary. And it cleans up that area as well. Oh, you just gave me an idea for mine. The whole toggle for monthly and annual. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to do that. I'm stealing that. Looking at everything else, I mean, it's pretty neat. Yeah, this is pretty neat, pretty solid. There's not anything like extravagant happening, but that's okay. It looks pretty solid to me. What do you guys think this person should get for a rating? 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. Someone said 7.3, 8, 5, 6, 8, 4. I'm going to give this one a 7.7, 7.8 or so. Thank you for the super chat. Hopefully it works well. Yeah, I'm a big fan of gyms, so this could definitely work. A gym membership management system. Very cool. All right. There was one more, and then I'm going to go back to my, this is the first one from POW. Figma prototype. All right, so I'm trying out something new. I did not touch this layout for about a year. I see some UX mistakes, too many buttons, button styling. I would love to hear your opinion, if I should finish this layout or dump it and restart. Dump it and restart. That's my answer. Sorry, I didn't check it out quite yet. Yeah, this is a little bit disorienting. Maybe the best gym in town. Free trial, let's go. The way I understand, you're trying to go for a certain aesthetic with this type right here, without any line height between them. But it makes it kind of hard to read. Also, this form gets lost. Your name, email, kind of just extends over here with the button way off to the side. Definitely would change that. Trial workout, for some reason, is... What is happening here? Oh, okay. So, wow, we got another gym one. So, I would probably remove at least this paragraph. I'm not a big fan of having a ton of text. Look at this guy. He looks like he hates you. He's like, why are you looking at me? Oh my God. I'm just kind of getting an idea for what's happening here. Yeah, I think it's like things are just kind of like too in your face, and they're also offset. Like we have like this. This almost looks like an ad, off like a banner ad off to the side. So it's throwing off the flow of the layout. And I wouldn't use red for your form elements. That's usually you only use red near your form elements if something's wrong. So I wouldn't use red for that for sure. Honestly, and also I wouldn't use red for these underlines because it doesn't contrast well with this dark gray background. It's just kind of hard to see. It's not good contrast. I mean, I appreciate all the work, but I would probably try to simplify things a little bit more. There's a lot of graphic design essentially happening here that I think is just a little bit too much. So you want to go with more simple, in my opinion. So what do you guys think this person should get? 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. I appreciate, I mean, there's a lot of interesting, you know, graphic design here, but it's just a little bit too much, and it comes off as a little bit outdated in areas. So for me, I'm going to give this one a a 5.5 or something like that. Just something like in the middle of the road, maybe a little bit less. All right, thank you for this submission. We're halfway through the show. We're at 30 minutes. And so that means I need to mention our sponsor, which is Pork Bun, for this live stream. And Pork Bun basically will allow you to have a free design domain of your choosing. So DesignCourse.design, is that available? I don't think it is, because I think I already registered it, or maybe somebody else did. For some reason, their site's loading slow. Oh, it's already, yeah, I think it is. I think it is there. I think maybe I registered Coursetcher.design, that's why. But anyhow, basically, you can get your free design domain today, and it reflects what you do as a designer and helps you achieve better branding. So major brands like Slack, Airbnb, Adobe, and Amazon are already using .design. So it also comes with free email hosting as a trial, free hosting trial. SSL security is free site builder, which most of you will not use. And then also free Whois privacy. So definitely check it out. It's the first link in the description here on YouTube. All right, I'm going to go back to our my design here that I've been working on in Adobe XD for DesignCourse.com, and I'm coming up with just like a price comparison thing. One of the entries that I was just reviewing gave me an idea for switching between annual and monthly. So maybe I'll work that in right here. So it was a toggle button. Monthly. I forget how they had that set up though. And maybe make this regular. And let's do a pill shape container here. I'm not sure the best way to go about this, but we'll find out, I guess. Oh man. And I'll just go ahead and create a circle. Is that how they had their set up? I'm not sure. All right, JBS, he's actually a partner with me on this project, is asking, how will the free trial be worked into the flow? There wasn't a free trial. I mean, I plan on having a, what do you call, this is too large. Our UI tests, which let me show you guys what that is. I created a prototype of them. I want to make a lot of the UI tests free, and people will be able to access those by creating an account. Let me hit play on this. All right, here it is. So this is going to look like, this is going to be like the back end looks like after you become a member. There's going to be a ton of modules, and there's going to be 4 different types. There's going to be individual videos. There's going to be the UI tests. There's going to be courses that teach like Adobe XD and Figma, also UI design, and full project-based courses where I work with real clients. And then also there's going to be challenges where you can submit projects and we will rate them. A UI test is this thing right here. So basically there will be a UI design of some sort. You're tasked with choosing what's wrong, which UI design fundamental is wrong about this. So in this case, white space is wrong here, so we click that, and it's going to say correct. The bottom of this card lacked the correct white space. It will update this automatically too in the browser in real time. Contrast is fine. There's no issues with contrast. And then also other things, you know, it'll automatically help you develop an eye. And so I plan on making a bunch of those free, and people will be able to access those. And then probably by the end of it, or intermittently, we would try to get them to join. So that's what I'm basically envisioning for that. We could talk more about that later. All right. What do I think about Tailwind CSS? Yes, it's very cool. Actually, DesignCourse.com is going to be using Tailwind CSS. All right. So we have 4 courses, UI tests, video lessons. I could probably come up with a 4th. I'm kind of have like a brain fart right now. So I'll leave that right there, I think. No, I won't. And now we have to have a how much this is going to cost, and then also a call to action to get people in. So actually, let me use one of the existing buttons I already have here. Shoot. Choose this plan. All right. And then also we're going to have the amount. So we'll bring this up. We'll say $19 and then per month. But we'll make this like not bold. I don't like the structure of this. Let me move things. No, don't want to do that. Let me take these 3. Let's do this. Let's duplicate this. I may not want to do this, but we'll see. Let's take these out. Yeah, because we're already sort of dealing with. I mean, sorry, I'm in design mode right now, and I don't really talk well when I'm trying to figure stuff out. Let's move this stuff up a bit. I could probably have some other verbiage in here, but for now, this is fine. I think I want to take down the size of these just a bit. All right, and then maybe wondering, maybe I can have like a slight shadow here, even less so than what's being portrayed right here. Almost like the whole material UI thing going on here. I'm not sure if I like that. I'm not sure if I like that at all. If I do, it'd be like extremely subtle like that. I don't know if I like this, but I'm not sure about the button either. It seems like that's really sticking out. Maybe I can take this background. Maybe that color. All right, so as you can see, I'm always like tilting my head like I have some type of issue. Oh, come on. I need to take everything and make it so that I can't select all this stuff, because I only want to select this stuff here. Duplicate. There we go. This one will be like premium, and we have to emphasize one or the over the other too as well. All right, so I'm going to stop right there, and we're going to go back to our other designs. All right, our reviews. So let's do that. Now, was there a new one? I thought I saw another. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. I thought there was another super chat, but maybe I'm wrong. No big deal. Let's continue on. Who is next in line? Big Don? Big Don. All right, my blog site. If you happen to want to look at the layout for specific blog posts, the building Toko post is the only complete one. All right. All right, so we have an issue with the layout here. Oh, okay. Thanks for, all right. Yeah, I'll talk to you later, JBS. Let me go and see. I want to make sure I didn't miss any. Oh, okay, yeah, there has only been 3. Okay, good. Please, nobody else send super chats. Don't do super chats. Just because I don't want to have to take care of them. So there's an issue here with the layout, and it's not just this. I mean, well, that's a big issue, this read more being in the middle, but I think that's because the way they set the CSS up, there's only one line here, so it's like pushing this up. So you definitely want to fix that. That's a big no, in my opinion. But what I'm talking about is the post being centered here, and these 3 cards being centered there, but then everything else is like left aligned. I don't like that. If you're gonna do something like that, at least have a lot more white space above and below this whole section. So I don't know, let's see here. You have a post container. Here we go. Okay, so if we take what is happening? Where is the CSS at? Why am I not able to find wherever the styles is right here, and I'm trying to lift it up? Oh, come on. What the hell is happening? I'm trying to access the CS. There we go. There we go. All right, so you have a margin top of 3M. Let's go ahead and just remove that entirely. And we're going to say margin is going to be 12M 0. All right, so already this is a lot better than what you had before, because it just opens that area up so much more, and it gives it room to breathe, as I say. So I would do that if you plan on keeping this being centered. Next up, it just seems a little bit bland, like these cards right here. These cards right here hardly have any white space inside of them. So I would take padding where it says 16 pixels and 8 pixels, and I would bump that up like 2M units. That looks so much better right here. Really improved it big time compared to what it was. Same thing over here. You want a lot more white space in those cards. All right, so hopefully I was able to help a little bit there. What do you think this person should get for a rating? Let me refresh. 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. All right, some people are saying 3, 5, 5, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to have to say, personally, we're looking around the 4s, in my opinion. So yeah, I definitely want to remedy the few things that I mentioned. Oh, awesome. I got a great super chat here from Shraggy Stern. Your videos are not good It's much better than good. I thought this guy was talking crap for a second. I'm like, wait, this guy just paid me and he's going to insult me? Your videos are not good. It's much better than good. Hey, well, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Your videos are not good. I'm like, what is happening here? How am I going to respond to this? All right. Let's do another Ragu design. All right, brand identity and web designer for wonderful companies. All right, start a project, portfolio. Pretty simple. I would like to see just a little bit more spacing. So I would take this element, put a padding bottom where it says 0 and make that like at least 2 M units. That way we kind of spread them out just a little bit. We have this. I would also reduce slightly the line height of this headline. Again, that's just being nitpicky. However, we do have an unnecessary amount of white space right here. So I would reduce that min height, you know, 900 pixels. You were using like 1300. And for some reason, it just removed my change, but that's okay. So yeah, we have a ton of white space. Like, look at this, way too much. You want to reduce that significantly. So I would definitely change that up. I would separate out, like in between each one of these, I would add some white space. So margin, bottom, 1M. Yeah, at least 1 M unit. I would definitely push those away just so you can read it better. All right, the next sections aren't too bad. You probably have enough room to put 3 by 3 instead of these real large 2 by 2 columns. But yeah, just a few things. It's all overall, it's clean. There's just some things that were just a little bit off in terms of the type and the white space, and also the white space here in the layout itself. What do you guys think this person should get for a rating? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. For me, if we fix those few small issues, which you could do literally in like 15 minutes, it would bump it up like 2 points, I would say. So as it stands, I'm going to have to give this one a probably like a 6. Yeah, not too bad. Again, you could probably get this thing up to like a 7, 7.3 or so if you fix those things. We got another super chat. We're gonna check this one out, and I'm gonna do it off screen because somebody said, "The heck is that? Like, is somebody trying to troll me?" Oh wow. Okay, no, they're not. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that super chat, by the way, AC Pen. All right. What is happening here? So let's refresh this. File, edit, options, buffers, script, help. So this is supposed to be some sort of old school computer UI, I believe. Let's see here. About, lead dev ops engineer, interests, Unix, guitar, philosophy, automation. All right, so definitely a very unique play. Let me show you guys another one that's kind of similar to this. Nightride.fm. They kind of created the same sort of like, see the scan lines going up here from the old monitors. They kind of created something that's similar to this, which I thought was kind of cool. And I guess this is all in vanilla.js. But anyhow, so this is telling me this is a portfolio essentially called the den.sh. And just because it says about and all this, GitHub, Did I say GitHead? GitHub. All right. So this is obviously a portfolio. It's interesting. 100% different than any other normal type of. I'm not sure if any of this does anything. It would be cool to have this stuff actually do stuff though. But it doesn't look like it is. I'm not sure if it's not yet finished. I would say if this is this is obviously a portfolio of some sort. If you're trying to get hired or you're trying to find clients, I would try to push the marketing and like I would have maybe this thing right here, the ASCII art. I would or the ASCII text. I would have this kind of address and give a more directed idea of the site. And if you're trying to get hired, make your ad copy in this portion kind of designated towards that, because it seems there is some thinking here that's required in order to understand what's happening. In terms of design and UI design itself, if it's meant to be like in this sort of old school computer feel, then it actually did quite well capturing that thought. So yeah, thank you for the super chat. But I just think there needs to be, the one thing I would address about this is try to be more specific and answer the question of, what exactly is this site, so that people don't have to figure it out. And you would do that with a headline or some type of cool graphic of some sort. All right, so what do you guys think this person should get for a rating? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Oh, I can drag stuff around. That's cool. I would probably have this stuff kind of moved over and have this thing right here by default, like right here. And I would have this part be the focal point where you actually quickly animate some text in or something, addressing what this site is about. All right, so people like this. So I'm going to rate this I'll just do like a 7.5, I think. Let me come back here. Very cool. Otherwise, though. All right. It is 52 minutes. I'm going to start working on, I'm going to keep working on, go back to the project. All right, so this is something I've started designing here during this live stream. It's starting to come along. Premium member, this might be a little bit more expensive, like $69 per month. I'm not sure if it's going to be that expensive or not. I'm just saying. And what I don't like about having, I think one needs to be emphasized over the other in some context. So what we could do is take this. All right, no more super chats, by the way. Don't send any more. And I don't like choose this plan and choose this plan. That's stupid. I maybe say go. Oh crap! What the hell happened there? Okay. Go premium or something like that. So this next one, it's gonna have to elaborate a little bit more on whatever else there is. I think maybe these could be bold. Oh, what the hell? Why is it doing that? All right, bold. There must be 2 copies of the damn thing. Yeah, there is. There we go. Well, for now, I'll leave that like that. It's no big deal. I'm gonna take this, drop it a bit. I will get to the super chats. I'm just gonna kind of finish up mostly this section here. And we're going to add just a couple more. We're going to do live UI UX workshops. And then this one will also be project submissions. Maybe make these bold. And then now we have an issue of centering, so holy crap, this whole thing was duplicated. That's not cool. And I didn't move it. What I'll do then is take all this stuff, group it, and then lock it. Hopefully I now can just select this area. There we go. I'm not sure if I really like that much. I don't like that, actually. What I could do is take these, and then we just have an unnecessary amount of white space there. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's hard to do this on the spot. Yeah, that's what I just did. Oh well, I think this is good for now. I'll probably definitely, you know, change this up, but I did want to work on something during the live stream here. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this, and we had a few super chats. Let's take care of those, and then we will finish up here in a second. I just started learning and I'll work on my personal portfolio to get a first job. I will add a few more things to the site, like websites. Somebody, and then I think that same person, Daniel, said something like they forgot to add the link, and he sent another one and he didn't add the link anyways. Daniel, tell me what your Discord username is and I will search for it, your submission, because you have to submit it here in Discord. Google or YouTube won't let you submit it. All right, so another person did as well, did super chat. Kahan, you have to mention your Discord username in the message of the super chat. Otherwise, I can't find you. I'll do a search for your YouTube username, but that may not be here. Nope, it's not, unfortunately. All right, so did any of these people... Danielle, yeah, okay. That's his, okay, so here's that person's username. From user, and it, no, you have to mention your Discord username. I mean, you have to actually post your URL here in the negative space submission. No, you have to just go to the negative space submissions. By the way, you have to, like, if it's your first time visiting, you also have to do the React thing, and that will unlock all the, in rules section, in the rules channel, that will unlock all these other channels, and then you can go to the negative space submission and submit it. All right. Kahan said their name is Todd. All right. Here is the other super chat. Educationmandal.com. First issue here, too much white space, too spread out, because we have all this in the middle, all this at the top. So you need to fill this out more. And there's other ways you could do this. You could take the container from the very left to the very right, bring them in, or you could add some more content here. Oh, sorry. And also increase the width of whatever this block of text is. like right here, like max width is 300. Let's do 600. That's already better. So this is already a little bit better, but still, same thing with this. So just try to work on reducing the white space. The header navigation is pretty solid. No problem there. A little bit more white. See, you have all this white space here, but then you have hardly any right here. So these type of inconsistencies is what throws off a UI design. Class, top courses, register, top courses, counselor. These are pretty decent. And then that's it. So hopefully that little bit of help will have helped you, that guidance. Yeah. What do you guys think this person should get for a rating? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Oh, and by the way, everyone, I'm going to be live streaming next Wednesday on the Free Code Camp channel. How cool is that? So I'm just going to give this one a 6. Yeah, a 6. It's kind of middle of a road. There's some pretty good things happening, but the white space, you know, that was kind of an issue. Somebody said I could say all perks in the member tier and add whatever else is exclusive to the premium. You're right, but then I would still be safe. I would still be in the same issue, I think, with them not matching up in height. But we'll see. I'll figure it out. All right. All right, here's the other super chat. All right. I'm junior front end. All right, so that seems a little strange to me. Just because it seems like the verbiage could be a little bit better there. Like you could say, I'm a junior front-end developer or something like that. This here, it's unique. It's definitely unique, but I'm not sure if you'd want to go quite the route of putting it in this unconventional spot. But let's scroll down and see what's happening anyhow. I love to design and code. About me. Choose a category. Okay, so this is obviously a work in progress because you're having to choose this. Now, I would probably, like if you're planning on using this as a navigation, these icons for the different web technologies, I would not make them choose first. What you would do is have your gallery of your portfolios, projects, have them all lined out already. And then if you want to, as part of like cards, of those cards for each project, is you could have these as kind of just being watermarked little tiny icon-based tags that are associated, like whatever you use to create those projects. But I wouldn't require them to first click one and then show them, because that would be bad for UX. You don't want people to have to take extra steps in order to access information. The titles, about me, this is really unnecessarily large. And same thing with this area. It's just kind of throwing it off as well in terms of alignment, which is another UI design fundamental. We have, for instance, this is all centered, but then this is slightly not centered because you can see it's this part's coming way over here, and it's also left aligned text but not centered text like this. And then over here, you have way over here, you have this left align about me area, and this about me is slightly offset from the column where this starts. For the you can imagine things being on vertical columns right here. This should be completely starting right here on this same edge and not pushed slightly offset. So you definitely want to work on alignment and also consistency. Consistently applying these UI design fundamentals is going to help big time. I know I mentioned that DesignCourse.com is going to be relaunching, but you can still take a course that I created. It's like 9 hours long at Scrimba.com. Earlier in the year, I released this, and it's part of the front-end developer path. But you can also just, I think, possibly, I'm not sure if they let you purchase just my course alone, but you can check out my course, which is a UI design course at scrimba.com. And I think that would really help somebody like you specifically. It's right here, the UI Design Bootcamp. It's 8 hours, 100 lessons. It's going to help you 100% be able to. I'm not trying to sell you. I'm honestly telling you that you can, you'll be able to do great. If you don't want to pay any money for anything, I've released multiple free UI design courses on my channel. So just type in UI design course or something like that. Somebody else, I told people not to send any more super chats, and they're still sending super chats, unfortunately. And he didn't mention his name. I'll have to deal with him probably off the stream. They didn't even mention their Discord name. We should, I guess, do a rating for this. What do you guys think this person should get for a rating? 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. No more super chats, people. Thank you. For me, I'm just going to rate this one here because there's not a lot of information. There's not a lot of content. It's in development. I'm just going to put this here at a 4. All right. Hopefully it's helpful. And now we're going to conclude. We have an offer from the sponsor of this live stream, which we'll be doing, the next 4 weeks. And that is Pork Bun, where you can get a free .design domain name today by clicking the top link in the YouTube description. And major brands like Slack, Airbnb, Adobe, and Amazon are already using .design for domains. So with your free design domain name, which would be perfect for you guys who are designers as portfolios, it comes with free email hosting trial, a free hosting trial as well, free SSL security, a free site builder, which hopefully you guys won't be using because you're designers and developers, and free Whois privacy. So definitely check that out. It's been good. I will see you guys real soon. Oh, and definitely at freecodecamp.com, they may have released the article already announcing that I'm doing a live stream. I'm not sure if they have yet. No, it's going to be up here later today at Free Code Camp, the news section. So yeah, definitely check that out. I'll let you guys know as well in the YouTube community section.